Starseed from Gaia. You stand now at the edge of a great unveiling, a precipice where the veils that once muted your perception are dissolving at an accelerated pace, exposing currents of truth and distortion interwoven within the collective field. As the planetary frequency rises and the ancient alignments of Gaia's crystalline architecture reawaken, an equally powerful counter-movement stirs within the subtler realms. Deceptive influences, cleverly designed energetic tricksters, and false light constructs that seek to divert or dilute the brilliance emerging within your consciousness. These forces do not present themselves as darkness, they drape themselves in the near frequency of illumination, whispering guidance that feels familiar, comfortable, and conveniently aligned with the unhealed fragments of your ego. They slip into the soft gaps between your expanding awareness and your lingering doubts, weaving narratives that seem spiritual yet subtly entangle you in confusion, dependency, or energetic stagnation. Many of you have noticed this in recent cycles, the sudden rise of teachings that promise empowerment yet siphon your authority, transmissions that claim to come from higher realms yet carry undertones of hierarchy and fear, activations that leave your field feeling drained rather than expanded. These distortions are not accidents. They are remnants of collapsing astral infrastructures, fragments of outdated consciousness grids desperately attempting to remain relevant as Gaia ascends into a purer harmonic. They latch onto seekers who are opening rapidly but lack stable grounding, offering shortcuts, certainty, or grandeur instead of true inner mastery. You, Starseed, sense the dissonance even when words appear radiant. Your heart detects the subtle wobble in frequency, the misalignment disguised behind poetic language. You may question yourself, wondering if you are simply overthinking or misinterpreting, but understand this, the very act of questioning is your intuition alerting you to energetic incongruence. Discernment is not cynicism, it is a sacred instrument bestowed upon you to navigate the multidimensional landscape with clarity. You are not meant to follow every glow, nor bend your essence to every message that claims to be galactic, angelic, or divine. Instead, you are to recognize the distinctions between resonance and imitation. True higher realm guidance does not demand urgency without purpose, does not elevate the messenger above the message, and does not lure you with promises of superiority. It awakens the sovereignty already within you. It strengthens your connection to Source rather than inserting itself as intermediary. As the collective timeline fractures and old paradigms collapse, more deceptive influences surface, not because darkness is growing, but because illusions are being exposed. You are witnessing what has always existed, now stripped of its disguises by the rising planetary light. This revelation is not an attack on your path but a confirmation of your evolution. Only those whose frequency is ascending become aware of such distortions. And thus, this moment, though turbulent, is sacred. It is the recognition that your inner sight has sharpened enough to perceive what was once invisible. You are not falling behind, you are stepping into mastery. Trust the sensations within your body, the heat in your palms when something is off, the tightening in your solar plexus when a teaching disrespects your sovereignty, the flutter of your higher heart when a message carries truth. These are your detectors, ancient tools encoded within your multidimensional anatomy long before you incarnated. The deceptive influences emerging now are invitations, opportunities to refine your intuitive precision, to claim your energetic space, and to step into a higher octave of awareness. You are not here to fear them, you are here to recognize them, name them, and rise beyond their reach. Starseed from Gaia. You have heard the subtle hum beneath your everyday awareness, that quiet resonance that vibrates like a distant choir within the core of your being. This is not mere imagination or wishful thinking. It is the Source speaking directly to the fragments of your soul that long ago agreed to return to Gaia as anchors of truth, as vessels of remembrance, as keepers of sacred resonance during this pivotal ascension cycle. The call you feel is ancient, predating time as you perceive it. It reverberates through your molecular structure, stirring dormant spirals and dormant codes that have awaited the precise harmonic alignment of your consciousness with planetary frequencies. You may notice this as a gentle tug at the base of your spine, a lightness in your chest, or the sudden clarity that pierces through a fog of confusion. This is the call of your own origin. It is the invitation to remember that you are not a mere inhabitant of this earth, you are a co-creator, a multidimensional being woven from cosmic currents, here to stabilize the light of source within the density of form. It is a call that transcends words, transcends teachings, transcends even the limitations of your human mind, yet it is felt as undeniable truth. The source does not summon you with coercion or fear. Its calling is gentle, persistent, unwavering, and infinitely patient. You may have resisted it, drowned it out with noise, or questioned its validity, yet the vibration persists, because what is eternal cannot be denied. Now, in these cycles of planetary acceleration, the call intensifies. It surges through the collective field, seeking those whose consciousness has reached the frequency capable of sustaining it. The ones who answer are the ones who awaken from the illusions of separateness, who remember their cosmic contracts, who sense the rhythmic pulse of Gaia aligning with the broader galactic harmonics. You are being called because you are ready to step into your full sovereignty, to reclaim authority over your energetic body, to disentangle from manipulative currents that have long sought to co-opt your evolution. This call is not random or generalized. It is precise, tailored to your unique vibrational signature, activating latent codes within your DNA and lightbody that have remained inactive since your first incarnation on this plane. You may feel it as subtle activation within your crown or third eye, a gentle ignition that spreads throughout your nervous system like sunlight-piercing morning mist. You are being reminded of your divine assignment, that which you agreed to long before embodiment, and that which only you can fulfill because no other frequency mirrors your combination of gifts, experiences, and cosmic lineage. The call of Source does not require permission because it already exists as a resonance that cannot be ignored. Yet, you are granted free will to engage, to awaken, to follow, or to resist. The urgency you feel is not a threat, it is a clarion signal. The time has arrived to honor your commitment to higher purpose. The frequencies cascading through Gaia now amplify this resonance, catalyzing remembrance, activating light codes, and inviting you to step fully into alignment with your galactic heritage. You are being summoned not to external authority but to your own inner mastery, to your own sovereignty, to the part of you that knows without doubt the contours of truth and the pathways of ascension. Listen, Starseed. Feel the pulse. It moves not only through your consciousness but also through the collective, gently nudging all who are prepared to step into remembrance, while also filtering out those whose vibration cannot yet sustain it. You are being chosen, not for privilege, not for ego, not for status, but for the sacred responsibility of anchoring Source's light into the human field, to stabilize the planetary grid, to embody codes that ripple through time and space, and to model discernment in a world awash with distraction and distortion. This calling is not a promise of comfort, it is an invitation to courage, to clarity, to radical alignment. Your presence here is recognized, your awakening honored, and your participation required. Answer this call with the full awareness of your cosmic lineage. Let it ignite the remembrance encoded within your soul, the sacred knowing that you are never alone, that the Source, your galactic family, and the multidimensional web of existence all align to support your highest purpose. Feel the frequency, Starseed, feel the surge of recognition deep within. The time to awaken fully, without compromise, is now. Starseed from Gaia, as your consciousness expands beyond the linear limitations of the third-dimensional mind, you are entering territories where the subtle architecture of reality becomes more fluid, more responsive, and more susceptible to influence from realms that operate outside the visible spectrum. This expansion is a sign of your awakening, yet it also opens you to a landscape of multidimensional trickery that is woven through the astral and etheric layers surrounding your planet. These tricks do not appear as monstrous shadows or overt threats. Instead, they emerge as the almost truths, the nearly aligned energies, the soft distortions that mimic higher realm transmissions while carrying the faint residue of interference. You may feel these presences as sudden emotional fluctuations, intrusive thought streams that pretend to be intuitive insight, or visual impressions that appear during meditation but leave you feeling unsettled rather than expanded. The key to understanding this phenomenon is recognizing that not all beings within the multidimensional ecosystem have ascension as their intention. Some are remnants of outdated consciousness complexes, fractured entities from collapsed timelines, or astral constructs created through collective fear or unintegrated trauma. They drift through frequency layers searching for resonance to attach to, and newly awakened starseeds, shining brightly but still learning the subtleties of energetic navigation, become visible beacons. These beings do not inherently seek harm, nor do they possess omnipotence. Rather, they operate from survival impulses, attempting to merge with any field that can sustain them. Their influence often manifests as the soft distortion of your inner guidance, the message that feels almost right but comes with a subtle panic, urgency, or self-importance, the vision that feels wondrous but leaves your energy fragmented, the telepathic whisper that flatters your ego or appeals to your longing for belonging. They use familiarity as their disguise, drawing from your memories, expectations, and spiritual vocabulary to craft impressions that appear meaningful. This is why discernment is essential. True higher realm communication carries coherence, neutrality, and empowerment. It does not demand. It does not threaten. It does not inflate your identity. Multidimensional trickery, however, always asks you to give away something: your fear, your attention, your energetic focus, your sovereignty. And so, during this phase of awakening, you must become more refined in your perception. Notice not only what is said or shown, but how your field responds. Your body is a master instrument, capable of detecting frequency shifts with more accuracy than your analytical mind. When a message comes from distortion, your solar plexus tightens, your breath shortens, or your heart center feels slightly constricted. When guidance comes from true higher realms, you feel expansion, clarity, warmth, and a subtle unshakable calm. Do not ignore these cues, they are your navigation system. As Gaia ascends, the astral layers around her undergo purification. This purification stirs old energies into motion, which is why some starseeds are experiencing intensified dreams, psychic interference, or sudden waves of confusion. You are not doing anything wrong, you are becoming perceptive enough to see and feel what has always been there but previously hidden. This is the sharpening of your multidimensional awareness, the strengthening of your psychic immune system. And though it may seem overwhelming at times, recognize the deeper truth: if you can perceive these distortions, you are already rising above them. You are becoming too bright, too coherent, too sovereign for deception to maintain its grip. The trickery is not a threat, it is a signpost signaling that your perception is evolving beyond illusion. In this refinement, trust your inner knowing above all external voices. Do not seek validation from messages that come uninvited, nor from beings whose vibration does not align completely with your higher truth. Anchor yourself in the stillness of your core, in the breath that returns you to neutrality, in the remembrance that you are a multidimensional being with the authority to command your space. Nothing can infiltrate your field unless you allow it through attention, fear, or curiosity. You are learning to navigate realms that exist parallel to your own, and with every moment of discernment, you strengthen your mastery. This is the path of the awakened starseed: to see through illusion not with fear, but with clarity, to witness distortion without absorbing it, to walk through multidimensional complexity with the steady awareness of your sovereignty. Starseed from Gaia, as the veils thin and your awareness sharpens, you are now entering the phase of profound clearing, an unraveling of illusions woven into both your personal field and the collective matrix that has shaped human consciousness for millennia. This clearing is not merely an energetic housekeeping, it is a reclamation of your sovereignty, a dissolving of inherited distortions, and a release of subtle influences that have long obscured the truth of who you are. Many of the illusions you are shedding were absorbed unconsciously, through ancestral imprints, societal conditioning, unresolved emotional patterns, and even past incarnation residues that lingered in your auric layers. These illusions behave like energetic fog, obscuring your ability to perceive reality through the crystalline optics of your soul. As Gaia continues her ascension into higher harmonic frequencies, this fog cannot remain. It is being illuminated from within and dissolved by the rising planetary light, whether you consciously direct the process or not. You may feel this clearing as waves of intense emotion, sudden sadness, inexplicable anger, or memories emerging from depths you did not know existed. These are not setbacks, they are releases. They are fragments of old timelines, outdated versions of you, seeking acknowledgement before they dissolve. You are not meant to fix them, you are meant to witness them without attachment, allowing the energy to move through you without reattaching to your identity. Some illusions are collective in nature, formed from humanity's shared wounds, fear of unworthiness, separation from source, disempowerment, and distrust of intuition. These collective illusions function like massive grids, woven through the etheric architecture of the planet, influencing every soul incarnated within the human experience. As the planetary light increases, these grids fracture, releasing the pressure they once exerted on your consciousness. For many starseeds, this breakdown is felt intensely, sudden shifts in perception, disorientation, or the feeling that long-held beliefs no longer fit. Do not resist this collapse. What dissolves now is not the truth but the scaffolding of distortion that once supported limitation. You are not losing stability, you are gaining clarity. Every time you let an illusion fall away, your energy field becomes lighter, more coherent, more aligned with your authentic blueprint. You begin to sense the world not through conditioned perception, but through the direct knowing of your soul. At this stage, you may also encounter emotional echoes or thought forms attempting to reattach to you, presenting themselves as familiar patterns. Recognize them for what they are: residual frequencies with no actual power, remnants of outdated identities that cannot survive within your rising vibration. Instead of engaging them, breathe through them. Allow them to dissolve into the field from which they came. This clearing extends beyond emotions and thoughts, it reaches into your physical body. Your cells may pulse, vibrate, or feel fatigued as they release stored memory imprints. You may experience surges of heat, tingling in the limbs, pressure in the head or heart, or cycles of intense tiredness followed by bursts of clarity. These are signs of energetic restructuring as your body adjusts to holding more light. It is essential during this phase to remain hydrated, grounded, and gentle with yourself, for the physical form is recalibrating to match the frequency of your evolving consciousness. On the collective level, illusions are breaking at an unprecedented scale. Systems of control, belief structures founded on division, and narratives designed to suppress spiritual awakening are unraveling. This may appear chaotic, but it is the natural process of detachment from falsehood. You are witnessing the undoing of old world programming so that a higher timeline can emerge. But know this: your personal clearing contributes directly to the collective clearing. Every distortion you release sends ripples through the grid, assisting others in their own liberation. You are not clearing alone, you are clearing for the collective, with the collective, and through the collective. As each illusion dissolves, your field becomes more transparent, more receptive to higher truth. You begin to see not only what is false but what has always been true underneath the distortion. This is the purpose of this phase, not merely to remove what is not you, but to reveal the brilliance of what has always been you. Trust this process. Embrace the stripping away. The more illusions fall, the more your soul stands in its naked radiance, ready to step into remembrance, activation, and full embodiment. Starseed from Gaia. As the illusions fall away and your field clears, something extraordinary begins to stir within you, an awakening of codes long dormant, ancient sequences of light and memory woven into your multidimensional DNA before your incarnation into the human form. These are not metaphorical concepts, they are vibrational architectures, crystalline imprints encoded within your energetic blueprint, designed to activate only when you reached a level of clarity capable of holding their resonance. You are entering that phase now. The rising frequencies of Gaia, combined with the cosmic influx from the galactic center, are unlocking these inner archives. You may feel this activation as subtle electrical currents moving through your spine, sudden waves of clarity that come without explanation, or a profound sense of familiarity with concepts, symbols, or star systems you have no conscious knowledge of. This is remembrance, memory not from the brain, but from the soul. Within these codes lie the keys to your origins, your purpose, your gifts, and the missions you agreed to undertake across timelines. These codes were sealed for your protection, for the density of the old Earth made it unsafe to remember your full multidimensional identity, but now, as Gaia ascends, the environment has shifted. The etheric barriers that once kept your higher knowing out of reach are dissolving, and your soul is taking advantage of every opening to bring forth what you had intentionally hidden from yourself until the exact moment of readiness. You might find yourself drawn to star languages, sacred geometry, or sudden bursts of intuitive knowing that bypass logical reasoning. You may start to perceive the interconnectedness of all things not as a concept but as a lived experience, a vibrational truth that resonates through your entire field. These are signs that your codes are activating. Some of these codes relate to your lineage, Arcturian, Pleiadian, Sirian, Lyran, Andromedan, or others. But more importantly, they carry the essence of your soul's mastery across incarnations, holding the wisdom you cultivated in countless lifetimes. As these codes awaken, you may experience moments of déjà vu so powerful they feel like timelines folding in on themselves. You may sense abilities returning, telepathy, expanded intuition, energy healing, or multidimensional perception. They arise not as external gifts but as natural extensions of who you have always been. It is not about learning these skills but remembering them. You are reconnecting to the vastness of your consciousness, recovering pieces of yourself scattered across time and dimension. Other codes relate to your mission on Earth. These codes activate the remembrance of agreements made within the halls of planning before your incarnation, agreements to anchor light, to dissolve distortions, to transform ancestral lineages, to guide others through frequency, presence, and consciousness. You may feel this as a sudden sense of urgency, an inner directive that compels you toward higher alignment. Not pressure, not fear, just a deep knowing that you are here for something far greater than the roles you were taught to accept. This knowing may not come with a full picture yet. The remembrance unfolds progressively, revealing itself in layers as your consciousness expands to hold more light. As these activations intensify, your energy field undergoes restructuring. Old programs collapse, outdated identities drift away, and your inner compass recalibrates to a higher frequency. You may notice that you no longer resonate with the same people, environments, or pursuits. This is not loss, it is refinement. Your reality is reorganizing itself around the awakened codes within you, drawing experiences that align with your soul's trajectory. Allow this. Trust this. You are stepping into the timeline that reflects your true essence. Some of the codes that activate now also relate to collective service. They link you to the crystalline grid of Gaia and to the networks of starseeds across the planet who are awakening alongside you. You are not activating alone, you are syncing with a global symphony of remembrance. Each time one of you remembers, the grid brightens, increasing the resonance for others to awaken. You become both receiver and transmitter, a conduit of galactic memory helping lift the frequency of the entire human collective. These activations are not random, they are synchronized, deliberate, and divinely orchestrated. As the codes awaken, you may feel a profound inner shift, a sense of returning home to yourself. For the first time in this incarnation, you are beginning to feel the full scope of who you truly are. This is the remembrance long foretold. This is the ignition of your ancient light. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for across lifetimes. Starseed from Gaia, as the codes of remembrance ignite within you, a deeper metamorphosis begins, one that reaches into the very architecture of your being. Your DNA, both physical and etheric, is undergoing recalibration as your lightbody awakens from its long dormancy. This process is not symbolic. It is a profound biological and energetic transformation guided by higher frequencies now bathing your planet. The human DNA, long misunderstood, is not merely a genetic script but a multidimensional interface, a bridge between your earthly vessel and your cosmic identity. Many strands remain dormant or inactive in most humans because the density of previous eras made full activation impossible. But you, as a star seed, came encoded with the potential for early ignition, awaiting the precise moment when the collective and planetary vibrations rose enough to support the shift without overwhelming your system. That time is now. These lightbody and DNA upgrades are triggered through solar codes, crystalline frequencies, and galactic waves streaming through the magnetosphere, and your body responds instinctively, even if your conscious mind cannot yet interpret what is occurring. You may feel this process as surges of heat, spontaneous vibrations, tingling along the spine, pressure in the skull or crown, or buzzing sensations in the hands and feet. These are not symptoms of disorder, they are signs of activation. Your nervous system is rewiring to handle higher voltage light, your endocrine system is recalibrating to process new hormonal signals associated with expanded consciousness, and your cellular structure is shedding old density. This is why you may experience fatigue, heightened sensitivity to sound or light, fluctuating appetite, or sleep cycles that defy your usual patterns. These experiences are not random discomforts, they are evidence of your physical form adapting to house more of your multidimensional self. Your lightbody, the energetic counterpart to your physical form, expands during these upgrades, stretching into dimensions you previously accessed only in dreams or moments of deep meditation. As your lightbody strengthens, you may become aware of sensations beyond the surface of your skin, feeling as though your energy extends several feet beyond your physical form. This is true. You are beginning to sense your auric layers and the multidimensional aspects of yourself that have always existed but remained unperceived. These layers communicate with your DNA, exchanging information through light and resonance. The more light you hold, the more memory and capability your DNA makes available. Some of the upgrades occurring now involve the activation of crystalline DNA structures, higher density energetic filaments that bring coherence, intuition, emotional equilibrium, and enhanced perception. These crystalline components allow you to process light and information through harmonic resonance rather than linear logic. This is why intuitive knowing becomes faster, clearer, and more undeniable. You are not guessing, you are receiving. You are not imagining, you are remembering. Your body is evolving into an instrument capable of attuning to higher truth without intermediaries. You may also experience timeline collapses, where old versions of yourself dissolve abruptly, leaving you feeling disconnected from identities or memories that once defined you. This is part of the DNA upgrade. As your energetic circuitry reorganizes, your system releases outdated frequency patterns, sometimes pulling them up through dreams, spontaneous emotion, or sudden moments of clarity. When these moments arise, do not analyze, breathe. The energy is leaving your field, making room for a more coherent expression of your soul. During these upgrades, you may feel compelled to change your environment, diet, or habits. Trust this. Your body knows what it needs as it ascends into a higher state of harmony. Some foods or substances may suddenly feel heavy or discordant. Some relationships may feel energetically incompatible. Some environments may overwhelm your senses. Nothing is going wrong. Your lightbody is guiding you toward alignment with the frequencies necessary for your evolution. As these upgrades intensify, you may also experience moments of expanding awareness, feeling connected to all life, sensing subtle energies, perceiving thoughts or emotions of others, or experiencing bursts of unconditional love. These are glimpses of your natural state, long muted by density. They arise not as fantasies, but as signs of your attunement to higher dimensional reality. You are becoming more luminous, more coherent, more aligned. The lightbody upgrades are not temporary experiences, they are permanent recalibrations leading you into a new phase of embodiment. You are becoming capable of holding more source light than ever before in this incarnation. This is the evolution you chose. This is the transformation your soul has waited lifetimes to experience. Starseed from Gaia, as your DNA and lightbody expand into higher coherence, the next essential phase of your awakening is the anchoring, an intentional grounding of your upgraded frequency into the living body of Gaia herself. Many starseeds assume that ascension is about rising upward, moving away from density, or separating from the physical realm. But the truth is the opposite. True ascension requires deeper embodiment, fuller presence, and an unshakable connection to the planetary intelligence that sustains your human form. Gaia is not merely the world upon which you walk, she is a multidimensional consciousness, a living being whose crystalline heart emits frequencies that stabilize your evolution. Every upgrade you receive, every code you activate, every distortion you clear must be anchored into her energetic matrix to fully integrate. Without grounding, your light remains fragmented, brilliant, yes, but unstable, unable to manifest into form. Anchoring is the bridge between the cosmic and the earthly, between potential and embodiment, between knowing and living. As your frequency rises, you may feel moments of dissociation or disorientation, your spirit expanding faster than your physical form can process. This is where Gaia steps forward. Her energy is dense not in the sense of heaviness but in the sense of stability, structure, coherence. Her crystalline grid acts as a stabilizer, holding you as you recalibrate. When you anchor into her field, your nervous system harmonizes, your lightbody grounds, and the higher frequencies you receive can distribute evenly through your physical vessel. You may feel this connection through the soles of your feet, a warmth spreading upward like golden roots weaving into the earth. Or you may feel a pulsing in your lower chakras, an invitation to settle more deeply into your body. Gaia is calling you into presence, not as a limitation, but as the foundation for your expanded consciousness. Many starseeds have an unconscious resistance to anchoring because they associate Earth with struggle, density, or past trauma. But understand this, Gaia's frequency has changed. Her crystalline grids have awakened. The old paradigm Earth you remember is not the Earth you are anchoring into now. When you ground yourself today, you plug into a higher dimensional version of Gaia, a rising planetary consciousness aligned with the cosmic currents guiding your evolution. Anchoring into her is not returning to limitation, it is entering partnership with a planetary being who is ascending right alongside you. There are many ways your soul may choose to anchor. Some of you will feel drawn to nature, trees, rivers, mountains, oceans, because these natural expressions of Gaia hold pure, undistorted frequencies. Others will anchor through breath work, visualization, or energy work, feeling the gravitational pull of Gaia's crystalline core drawing your awareness downward into stability. Some will anchor through movement, sound, or conscious embodiment practices. The method does not matter, the intention does. Anchor not as escape, but as integration. Anchor not to become small, but to become whole. Anchor so the light you carry can reshape not only your inner world but the physical world around you. As you deepen this connection, you may experience moments of profound stillness, a sense of being held, supported, understood by a consciousness beyond human language. Gaia communicates through resonance, through sensation, through intuition. She guides your grounding, showing you where energy is congested, where your body needs release, where your field needs alignment. The more you listen, the more you feel the subtle corrections she offers. You may even begin to sense the grid lines, lake currents, and energetic pathways beneath your feet, realizing that you are walking not on lifeless ground but on a living network of light. Anchoring into Gaia also connects you to the global network of starseeds, lightworkers, and awakened souls who are grounding their frequency simultaneously. When you anchor, you link into this collective, strengthening the planetary grid and amplifying the light available to all. Your presence becomes a stabilizing force. Your coherence becomes a beacon. You become not only a receiver of galactic energy but an anchor point through which higher truth enters the human realm. Remember, Starseed, your ascension is not meant to lift you out of Earth, it is meant to transform Earth through you. And to do that, you must be here fully, deeply, and unapologetically. Anchoring is not a step, it is a commitment. A vow to embody your light not just in meditation but in every breath, every action, every moment of waking life. Gaia rises, and she invites you to rise with her, not by leaving, but by becoming more profoundly present than you have ever been. Starseed from Gaia, as your anchoring deepens and your connection to both Source and Earth stabilizes, the next phase of your awakening calls for the sharpening of your discernment, a refinement of perception so precise that no distortion, no deceptive frequency, no astral interference can sway you from your path. Discernment is not skepticism, nor is it judgment. It is the art of frequency recognition, the intuitive intelligence of your soul awakening into mastery. In this era of heightened energetic activity, discernment becomes one of your most essential tools, for the more light you hold, the more visible you become across dimensions. And visibility attracts attention, not all of it aligned with your highest timeline. Many forces, subtle and unseen, attempt to influence your thoughts, emotions, or intuitive impressions, sometimes mimicking guidance from higher realms. This is not to incite fear but empowerment, for discernment ensures that only truth enters your field. To strengthen discernment, you must first understand that truth is not found in words alone but in resonance. Every message, every teaching, every sensation carries a frequency beneath its form. Your task is to feel the tone behind the content, the vibration behind the language. True guidance, whether from your higher self, source, or aligned beings, always expands you, even when it challenges you. It brings neutrality, clarity, and empowerment. It leaves you feeling more sovereign, more grounded, more connected to your own inner authority. Distorted guidance, however, contracts your field. It provokes anxiety, pressure, urgency, or emotional volatility. It may flatter your ego, appeal to your wounds, or use spiritual language to mask its incoherence. Discernment is the awareness that detects this difference, not through mental analysis, but through energetic recognition. Your body is a powerful instrument in this process. The heart, the solar plexus, and the gut are among your primary frequency receptors. When something is misaligned, you will feel it as a tightness in your chest, a sinking sensation in your abdomen, or a subtle disconnection that you cannot logically explain. When something is true, your field expands, your breath steadies, and a quiet certainty settles into your being. Do not override these signals. They are the language of your higher intelligence communicating through your physical form. Many starseeds learn to mistrust their own knowing due to conditioning, trauma, or social reinforcement. But now, you are reclaiming that inner compass, stronger, sharper, and more attuned than ever before. Discernment also involves recognizing when your own unhealed aspects distort perception. Ego desires, unaddressed wounds, and subconscious fears can color intuitive impressions, creating confusion or projection. This is why emotional regulation and self-awareness are integral parts of discernment. When you encounter guidance or information, ask yourself, is this truth, or is this my unmet emotion speaking? Is this resonance, or is this reaction? The more you cultivate inner neutrality, the more clearly you perceive external frequencies. You become a clear vessel, able to distinguish between your higher knowing and the noise of old patterns. In the collective field, discernment is especially crucial now. As the planetary light increases, many voices claim authority, many messages circulate, and many beings, human and non-human, present themselves as guides. Some are authentic. Some are confused. Some are deceptive. You are not meant to follow every voice, nor absorb every transmission. You are meant to evaluate each through the filter of your inner truth. Discernment allows you to remain open without being vulnerable, receptive without being impressionable, compassionate without being manipulated. Strengthened discernment also empowers your boundaries. Energetic boundaries are essential as your field grows brighter. You may notice certain people, environments, or conversations suddenly feeling draining or discordant. This is not your sensitivity increasing, it is your clarity sharpening. You are no longer matching the frequencies of distortion. You are no longer willing to shrink to maintain harmony with energies that are not yours. Discernment teaches you when to engage, when to withdraw, and when to stand firmly in your truth without compromise. As your discernment evolves, you will trust yourself in ways you never have before. You will no longer seek validation from external authorities, spiritual or otherwise. You will feel the truth of your path directly, bypassing the need for intermediaries. Your intuition becomes an unwavering guide, your energetic perception becomes refined, and your inner authority becomes sovereign. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. You are remembering that you are a being of immense intelligence, capable of recognizing truth not through effort but through innate resonance. This phase marks your transition from seeker to knower, from follower to sovereign navigator. Discernment is the key that allows you to walk through multidimensional complexity with clarity, confidence, and mastery. You are no longer easily swayed. You are no longer susceptible to distortion. You perceive truth with precision, and through that perception, you rise. Starseed from Gaia, as your discernment crystallizes into a reliable inner compass, you now step into the phase of embodying sovereignty and truth, a stage that asks not only that you recognize your power, but that you live it fully, consistently, and without hesitation. Sovereignty is not defiance, rebellion, or separation, it is alignment with the deepest essence of who you truly are. It is the remembering that your consciousness is not shaped by external authority but guided from within, through the eternal flame of source intelligence that has always resided at the core of your being. This sovereignty is not granted by realms, councils, angels, or guides, it is inherent, encoded into your existence long before you entered this human incarnation. And now, as the veils thin and the collective cycles dissolve, you are called to embody this truth with greater courage, conviction, and clarity than ever before. To embody sovereignty is to reclaim authorship of your reality. It means recognizing that no external structure, belief system, or dimensional influence determines your path unless you grant it power. This is not about isolation, but liberation. You are no longer meant to seek permission to follow your inner knowing, nor are you meant to rely on external validation to affirm your experiences. The sovereign starseed stands in stillness even amidst global noise, trusting the inner pulse that guides each decision, each boundary, each expression of truth. When you embody sovereignty, you become less reactive to distortion, less susceptible to collective fear, and far more anchored in coherence. You are no longer swayed by narratives of doom or salvation. Instead, you recognize that your vibration, your choices, and your embodied frequency sculpt your timeline with precision. Embodying truth does not require loud declarations, it requires congruence. It asks that your thoughts, words, and actions align with what your soul knows. The world around you may challenge this. Systems built on control may attempt to pull you back into conformity. People around you may resist your transformation because it disrupts the familiar roles they once depended upon. Yet, the sovereign starseed continues to walk forward, not through force, but through unwavering authenticity. Your truth becomes an energetic field that communicates without speaking, radiating alignment so clearly that deception cannot penetrate it. When you embody truth, your very presence becomes a stabilizing force for others, even if they cannot articulate why. Sovereignty also involves the recognition that your journey is unique. No two ascension paths are identical, and no external structure can map out the exact sequence your soul designed. When you fully embody sovereignty, you stop comparing your progress to others or trying to replicate their experiences. Instead, you attune to your own rhythm, your own timing, your own inner revelations. You allow yourself to evolve at the pace that aligns with your multidimensional blueprint. This is freedom. This is authenticity. This is the return to your original design. At this stage, truth becomes visceral. It is no longer an idea, it is a frequency that you feel across your entire field. When something is aligned, your body relaxes into it. When something is false, your field contracts. This sensitivity becomes your guidance system, allowing you to navigate complexity with ease. But sovereignty requires that you honor these sensations rather than override them to maintain peace or acceptance. Many starseeds have been conditioned to dim their truth to avoid conflict or discomfort. Now, you are shedding that conditioning. You are learning that honoring your truth is not an act of aggression but an act of clarity, and clarity is one of the purest forms of service you can offer the collective. As you embody sovereignty, you begin to break agreements you once made unconsciously, agreements to play small, to silence your gifts, to prioritize external expectations over internal truth. You dissolve energetic contracts rooted in fear, scarcity, or self-doubt. You dismantle identities built from survival rather than purpose. This is a shedding of monumental proportions. And with each layer released, you create space for the emergence of your authentic frequency, the untouched, untainted essence of your soul. To embody sovereignty is to walk as a conscious creator. It is to know that your energy shapes outcomes, that your vibration influences timelines, and that your choices ripple through dimensions. This is not a responsibility to fear, but a power to celebrate. You are not here to follow in the footsteps of old masters, you are here to become one in your own right. The universe does not need replicas, it needs originals. And your sovereignty is the key to unlocking your originality, your brilliance, your multidimensional truth. You stand now at the threshold of full embodiment, a being who no longer just speaks of awakening but lives it in every breath. This is your emergence. This is your reclamation. This is your sovereignty in motion. Starseed from Gaia, as this transmission reaches its completion, we, the Arcturian Council, gather our collective light to offer you the final guidance for this phase of your embodiment, a call to action that is not rooted in urgency born of fear, but in the urgency born of remembrance. You stand now at a threshold where your sovereignty, your clarity, and your awakened perception converge into a singular truth. You are ready. Ready not in the sense that there is nothing left to learn, but ready in the sense that you are finally attuned to your own inner authority, strong enough to hear the whisper of your soul beneath the noise of the collapsing world, and luminous enough to hold your alignment even when the collective frequencies fluctuate wildly around you. The path ahead does not promise ease, but it promises purpose. It promises expansion. It promises the profound fulfillment that arises when a being walks in full coherence with their essence. We offer this final message: do not underestimate the importance of your presence at this time. Many of you still question whether you are doing enough or whether your awakening is unfolding quickly enough. Release these doubts. You are not here to be perfect, you are here to be aligned. Each moment you choose clarity over distortion, truth over illusion, inner knowing over external pressure, you radiate a frequency that ripples through the collective grids. Even your smallest shifts generate immense energetic movement, for starseeds hold amplified fields by design. Your remembrance is not just personal, it is planetary. When you anchor into coherence, you contribute to the stabilization of the entire human timeline. This is part of your mission, though mission is not a task but a state of being. Continue to cultivate stillness within yourself, for stillness is where the next layers of guidance will emerge. The mind may seek dramatic revelations, but your soul speaks in subtleties, through intuition, sensation, synchronicity, and the unmistakable feeling of alignment. Trust this language. Trust the signals that arise from your body and your energy field. Trust the quiet nudges that redirect your focus, your relationships, your purpose. And above all, trust that your higher self is always leading you toward the highest possible expression of your path. You are not navigating blindly. You are guided from within by an intelligence that has access to timelines your human mind cannot yet fully see. Know that protection is already woven into your field. You do not need elaborate rituals or complicated methods to stay safe. What protects you most is your frequency, your integrity, your sovereignty, your coherence. When you stand firmly in your truth, distortions cannot match your vibration. When you embody love without naivety and clarity without rigidity, you become impenetrable to deceptive influence. Remember, no external force can override the sovereignty of a being who recognizes their connection to Source. You are never powerless, never unprepared, never without support. Move forward now with conviction. The world may present challenges, but these challenges are catalysts designed to refine you, strengthen you, and draw forth the brilliance of your multidimensional nature. Do not shy away from your intuitive gifts. Do not minimize your perception. Do not dilute your voice to maintain comfort for those still clinging to older timelines. Walk your path with compassion, but walk it with clarity. You are here to anchor higher frequencies into a world that has forgotten its own light. This is not a small task, but you are not chosen randomly. You carry the codes necessary to hold this light, and each day you embody your truth, those codes activate more fully. As this transmission completes, feel your field expanding, stabilizing, strengthening. Feel the remembrance settling deeper into your cells. Feel the subtle activation unfolding within your DNA, aligning you more fully with your highest timeline. You are entering a new phase, not just of awakening, but of embodiment. You are no longer preparing for your mission, you are living it. And as you step forward, know that we walk with you, not as authorities, but as allies, mirrors, and companions in this great galactic unfolding. Now, Starseed from Gaia, if you feel the resonance of this message, declare it. Anchor it. Amplify it. Speak your intention into the field. Share this transmission so it reaches the ones who are ready to awaken into their truth. Comment to solidify your alignment. Subscribe to remain connected to the ongoing waves of guidance. Let your voice join the collective chorus of starseeds rising. The time is now. The path is open. Step forward, sovereign and luminous, and embody the truth you came here to live.